Hello dear students, today we will discuss about a main two concept. One is a relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. Another one is centripetal acceleration. We just concentrate these two concepts. The first one, you already know that linear velocity. So linear velocity, it means rate of change of displacement. Rate of change of displacement. So that's when we consider that linear velocity. It means here we consider that v is equal to x divided by t. So this one is a linear velocity. It means object traveling along a straight line. So here displacement changes with respect to time. So that's when we consider that a linear velocity. Another one is a angular velocity. So angular velocity, it is generally represented by omega is equal to theta divided by t. So theta we consider that angular displacement is, it means angle subtended a particle at an axis of a rotation. So that's when we consider that theta, it means angular displacement. It means angle covered by the particle at axis of a rotation. For example, here we consider that object, it is in a circular motion, and this one is a initial position and this one is a final position. So this one we consider that B, and here we consider that this one is a axis of a rotation. Okay, so this reason initially we consider that particle present in a position after some interval of a time. It means a t interval of a time. So final position we consider that a B. It means object covers this much of a distance. So this one we consider that a x is. So this one we consider that a arc length. And here angle covered by the particle, so this one is a theta, angle covered by the particle at a axis of a rotation. So this one we consider that a angular displacement. So this reason angular velocity means it is the ratio of angular displacement to the time. It means theta divided by t. So this one is a angular velocity. So here our concept is relation between linear velocity. So linear velocity v and angular velocity omega. It means, so we have to discuss about linear velocity and angular velocity relation, and it means v and omega relation. Okay, so here we consider that so this one is a radius, is axis of rotation to up to circumference. So this distance we consider that r, it means a radius. So this reason here, suppose the same diagram, we will consider that same diagram, axis of a rotation, and this distance is our initial position, and here we consider that final position. So time we consider that t, and this arc length we consider that x. Okay, so we already know that linear velocity. So linear velocity, it means v is equal to x divided by t. X divided by t. So this one is a linear velocity. Okay, so next one, here we consider that angular velocity is omega. Yes, so linear velocity v is equal to x divided by t. And here, so angular velocity omega is equal to theta divided by t. Otherwise we consider that d theta divided by dt. d theta divided by dt. Okay, we know that angular displacement. So angular displacement, it means arc length divided by radius. Angular displacement means angular displacement is equal to theta, or we consider that d theta is equal to arc length divided by radius. Yes, okay, so arc length value we consider that x and radius is r. Arc length x and radius r, so this one we consider that theta. It means angular displacement. So this reason here we consider that angular displacement value x divided by r. Yes, omega is equal to x divided by r, or linear velocity is equal to x by t. So linear velocity x by t, it means x value, here x value we consider that x is equal to theta into r. X is equal to theta into r. Suppose so theta value changes, it means d theta into r. So this reason here linear velocity, so linear velocity is equal to x. X means r into d theta divided by t. Okay, so here r into d theta divided by t. So t we consider that, suppose the time value changes, so here we consider that d theta is okay. So linear velocity v is equal to, so d theta by dt, it means omega. Yes, so this reason here we consider that r has it is d theta by dt value is omega. So this one we consider that a relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. V is linear velocity, omega is angular velocity. So V is equal to r into omega v. Linear velocity, r is the radius of the circle, and omega we consider that angular velocity. So next one, centripetal acceleration. So next concept is centripetal acceleration. So this one is a relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. Linear and angular velocity. So next concept, centripetal acceleration. Okay, so centripetal acceleration, it means acceleration of a body moving along a circular path. Suppose here we consider that this one is a body moving along a circular path. So how much acceleration it is used to a body moving along a circular path? So that's one we consider that centripetal acceleration. It is an acceleration of a body moving along a circular path. So that's one is a centripetal acceleration. Okay, so here, before going to centripetal acceleration, first we know that a centripetal force. It means, suppose here we consider that, so this one is a body, it is in a rest position. When you apply the force, then what happens? So this body moving along a straight line. Okay, and here we consider that, so this one is a fixed point, and we consider that this one is a thread, and here we consider that one object. If you apply the force, then what happens? So this body start to moving along a circular path. Why? Because so this one is a fixed point, and here we consider that a thread. Okay, suppose so this one is a, here we consider that a, okay, so thread, and this one is a body. Suppose if you apply the force, then what happens? So body shows a circular motion. Body shows a circular motion. So without this thread, then what happens? Suppose if you apply the force, so body moving along a straight line. So this reason here, when you apply the force, so body shows a circular motion. So circular motion, because so one of the force is acted towards the center of the circle. So this reason, so this body shows a circular motion, because so one of the force acted towards the center of the circle. By using this force, so this body shows a circular motion. So this force we consider that a centripetal force. It means force acted towards the center of the circle. Force acted towards the center of the circle. So this force we consider that a centripetal force. Presence of centripetal force, so this body shows a circular motion. It means the direction of this body continuously changes. Suppose we don't consider that a centripetal force, then what happens? So this body moving along a straight line. Yes? Okay. So presence of a centripetal force, so body shows a circular motion. So this reason, so this body having a particular velocity moving along a circular path, so this one we consider that a centripetal acceleration. So this reason, the direction of this centripetal acceleration towards the center of the circle, towards the center of the circle. So this one we consider that a direction of a centripetal acceleration. Okay, expression of a centripetal acceleration. So in expression of centripetal acceleration, so first we consider that a body moving along a circular path. Okay, so this one is a body moving along a circular path. And here we consider that so this one is a axis of a rotation or a center of the circle. Okay, so here we consider that a different velocity directions. So this one is a radius of a circle. Suppose here we consider that so this one is a direction of velocity of a object. Direction of velocity of a object. Suppose the velocity present downward direction, it means a body moving a downward direction. So this one is the direction of velocity. Suppose if you think that, so this one is the direction of velocity, means object moving a downward direction. But here object moving in this direction. So object moving in this direction. Why? Because when object we consider that in a circular motion, the direction of velocity continuous changes. Direction of velocity continuous changes. Suppose the velocity direction is downward, it means its velocity is 0. Why? Because object it is in a circular motion. Object it is in circular motion. Object ಏನದ್ರಿ circular motion ಒಳಗದ. ಹಿಂಗಾಗಿ downward velocity ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 0. Suppose downward velocity present ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ object ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ರಿ downward direction ಒಳಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. Yes, so downward velocity is 0. So velocity present along this vector. Yes, so this one we consider that a velocity v. And here, so this one we consider that O, and this position is a position A, and this vector we consider that a VAB vector. It means a direction along AB. So here its velocity V. And object continuously changes its direction and reaches the position C. So this position we consider that C, and the radius same. So this one is R. And here we consider that so this one is a direction of a velocity. Direction of a velocity. Suppose if we consider that this one is a resultant direction, it means so here we consider that two resolved components. Yes, these two we consider that vertical components. Okay, so this one we consider that d theta. Why? Because so direction of velocity continuously changes, so that's why here we consider that d theta. Okay, so here d theta is there. It means velocity. Velocity we consider that v cos d theta. So this one is velocity. Velocity along x-axis v cos d theta. Velocity along the y-axis is v sin d theta. ಯಾಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ v cos d theta ತೊಗೊಂಡಿನ್ರಿ? ಈ theta ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ರಿ? ಈ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಗುಂಟ ಅದ Yes, so this reason, so this one we consider that v cos d theta, and this vector we consider that v cos d theta. Yes, okay, so here we want to calculate a centripetal acceleration. ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. So this one is a center. Suppose here we consider that, so this one is a body moving along a circular path, and here velocity direction continuously changes. Suppose here we consider that a particle present at a position A, so this one we consider that velocity direction, and the downward velocity is 0. Suppose the downward velocity is present, it means object moving a downward direction, but a downward velocity is 0, it means here we get a object moving along this direction. It means suppose object here, so this one is the direction of velocity. Suppose object here, so this one is the direction of velocity. Object present here, so this one is the direction of a velocity. It means the direction of velocity continuously changes, but the direction along, so this vector is 0. Okay, then object moving A to C. So here also we consider that velocity. So this one is a direction of velocity. We want to calculate direction of velocity, means two resolved component. We consider that two components along x-axis and y-axis. Along x-axis v cos d theta, along y-axis v sin d theta. And this angle we consider that d theta, and radius is r. Okay, so here change of velocity. So change of velocity. So change of velocity means a final velocity minus initial velocity. Okay, so final velocity minus initial velocity. Final velocity minus initial velocity. So this reason, first we want to calculate a change in velocity along AB. It means parallel to AB. Yes, so change in velocity parallel to AB. So change in velocity parallel to AB. A is initial position, C is final position. Okay, AB parallel v cos d theta. In final position velocity we consider that v cos d theta along x-axis. Why? Because these two are parallel. ಇವೆರಡು parallel ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು initial position, ಇದು final position. ಏನು ಕೇಳನ್ರಿ? ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಟು ಎ ಬಿ. ಎ ಬಿಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಅದ್ರಿ? ವಿ ಕಾಸ್ ಡಿ ಥೀಟಾ. So this reason, so this one is a final velocity and this one is initial velocity along x-axis parallel to AB. ಎರಡು x-axis ಅದಾವ್ರಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು parallel, the final velocity and initial velocity. So this reason, so change in velocity parallel to AB. It means the final velocity v cos d theta and initial velocity v. Okay. So final velocity v cos d theta minus v. Okay. So this reason here, so parallel to AB, it means so this vector also parallel to v cos d theta. So this one v cos d theta. Why? Because the direction we consider that parallel to AB. It means so d theta value we consider that 0. So d theta is d0. D theta is equal to 0. It means cos 0 value 1. Cos 0 value 1. Why? Because so parallel. So this reason. So this d theta value is 0. Why? Because so this we consider that parallel to AB. So this reason v into cos 0 minus v. Okay, so v cos 0 means 1 minus v. It means v minus v, its value we consider that 0. Yes, so velocity along or parallel to AB is 0. Suppose velocity present along AB, it means object moving a straight line. Yes, object AB parallel ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು? ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು? ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿತ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೇನದ? ಸೊ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ರೀಸನ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಅ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮೋಷನ್. ಎಸ್, ಎ ಬಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ರಿ? ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಎ ಬಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ರಿ? ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮೋಷನ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಬತ್ರಿ? ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಟು ಎ ಬಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, change in velocity parallel to OA, okay, so change in velocity parallel to OA. Okay, so here we consider that so this one is a OA parallel to V sin d theta. ಇವೆರಡು ಏನಾದ್ರಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ರೀಸನ್, ಸೊ ಫೈನಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ V sin d theta, initial velocity we consider that OA. So these are present along a straight line. Yes, suppose velocity present OA, along OA means object moving downward direction. Our velocity present along OA, velocity OA direction ಒಳಗೆ ಇತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿತ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ 0. Yes, A is initial position, C is the final position. Okay, final position velocity parallel to OA yaudri V sin d theta, V sin d theta minus velocity along OA, so V value we consider that 0. Yes, so its value is 0. Okay, so here sin d theta value nearly equal to, we consider that theta. It means, so here OA, so velocity, change in velocity parallel to OA is equal to V into, so sin d theta value we consider that theta. Yes, we already know that acceleration. So acceleration means a rate of change of velocity with respect to time. So this reason centripetal acceleration is equal to change in velocity parallel to OA divided by T. So change in velocity parallel to OA divided by time. Okay, so this reason, so centripetal acceleration is equal to change in velocity parallel to OA means V theta divided by T. Okay, you already know that theta by T, it means omega, it means angular velocity. So this reason, so centripetal acceleration is equal to V into omega. And here another one relation, we consider that relation between a linear velocity and angular velocity. It means V is equal to R into omega. So this reason, here omega is equal to V divided by R. Okay, so that's why centripetal acceleration V into omega value V divided by R. It means V square divided by R. So centripetal acceleration is equal to V square divided by R. Yes. Okay, so take one screenshot.